Hey, this is Dueling Comedians. Every day during the month of Rocktober, Tony V and Laugh Track Larry, that's me, will sit down and talk about some of the greatest bands in rock history.
Hey everybody, it's me, Tony V, and this is a special edition of the Dueling Comedians. It's Rocktober, whatever Rocktober date it is.
Well, we haven't assigned them
We
yet.
haven't. They'll figure it out.
I'll go through and shuffle,
Right.
and it'll air.
And if for some reason, I don't know why you wouldn't, recognize those mellifluous tones, it is my good pal, Laugh Track Larry, sitting in.
Mellifluous is a word you don't hear every day.
I try to use words that don't look like they ought to come out of me.
I mean, what are words for when no one listens anymore?
Oh, what are words for?
Yeah.
That was one of the girl groups.
It was Missing Persons.
Missing Persons. It was.
Yeah, was that Dale and Terry Bozzio?
Yeah, the Bozzios. Yeah.
The Bozzios.
The Bozzios. Hey, you Bozzios. Nice music. So it's Rocktober, so we hope you're rocking hard always. Are you rocking?
Oh my gosh, I can never stop.
You never stop. You always just got it.
Rock me like a hurricane.
Yeah. Rock me like a hurricane. My son used to think that lyric was "Rock me like an early ham."
I like that a lot.
Maybe we'll dedicate one episode to misheard lyrics.
Yeah. Oh, we know a lot.
A lot of those.
Excuse me.
While I kiss this guy.
Yeah. There's a bathroom on the road. Oh, that's not this episode.
No. We'll do that another episode.
We better get to the point, or we're going to run out of time.
I did some traveling earlier in the year. Took my son across country and purposely went a route that would take me to some of my favorite rock and roll haunts and on the trip. And my first stop was the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Is that in Cleveland?
It's in Cleveland, Ohio.
Is there any other reason to go?
I can honestly say no. There's no other reason.
You know Cleveland rocks.
It does. That was right there in the.
That's probably why it's there.
It's there,
right?
yeah. I guess that's where the Alan Freed coined the term.
Oh, right.
Rock and roll. Right. There's
really?
A plaque there. I have a picture of the plaque. Maybe we can put it up.
So you studied?
I did.
Wow.
I did. There was a plaque on the spot, which is why they put the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame there. It's really a good tape.
What it would be best if they had like a cryogenic vault and just threw all the dead rock people in there.
Froze them up.
Yeah.
Well, that's a great idea.
Then once we know how to fix them up,
right,
we'll bring them all back to life for a big jam.
That'd be great. Once this cloning thing gets taken care of.
Yeah, because Ted Williams' head was frozen.
Yeah.
But that seemed bad to disconnect the head.
Yeah, because then you're going to have to reconnect that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You bring up an interesting point, Larry.
I always am thinking, as you know. Now, what was the best part of this Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Well, the best part for me in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame was I played cowbell with the in-house band on Don't Fear the Reaper.
So they just have a band?
They have a band there and instruments laying around. And I have no musical ability. But I did take note of cowbell.
Now, did your son Gus yell more cowbell?
More cowbell, yes, of course.
And then you, of course, put more cowbell. Right. Oh, my gosh.
Right. But the whole thing, it's set up really well. It's in a pyramid sort of fashion. And the rooms actually get smaller as you go to the top. And it starts with the roots of rock and roll, old African American and black artists.
Yeah.
And
you get the Elvis.
Then you get Elvis. Then you go into the Beatles, and then the British invasion.
Oh yeah.
And then as you go up,
and their hermits and stuff.
Hermits, they get a little nod.
Right.
Yeah. And
you can still say hermits, right? It's not like midgets.
I don't think so. I don't think they call them cave dwellers.
Hermits can also be those little bar cookies.
Oh, with the raisins in them.
Yeah.
I love those.
I find they taste of disappointment.
You don't think they quite get there.
Not quite there, but if there's nothing else.
It's a sweet. It's
Yeah.
a treat. Molasses is the thing that throws you.
Now, how was this house band? Were they rocking?
They rocked hard, and there were 3 members. 2 of them got a big boot out of an old guy playing the cowbell, and
Yeah.
one couldn't have been more disinterested. But it's in a beautiful part. It's right on the water.
Yeah.
And then at the top was Tom Petty. We got to see the giant hat that he wore in the the Alice in Wonderland video.
But now you say disinterested. Was there any overt disdain?
No. Oh, no.
It was just
No, because they played the whole song. They could have bailed at any moment.
right.
But I was also genuinely and gleefully into it.
Yeah, I don't know if that song was ever my favorite.
Of course not. It was made popular by Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, Godzilla. That's a rockin' one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Go Godzilla.
Yeah. Does that got a drum solo in it?
I think it does.
Yeah, it does.
It should have. If it
I'm a huge
doesn't,
fan. Maybe we do one episode 2 on drum solos.
oh yeah,
I like a good drum solo.
underrated.
Way underrated. So for this episode, for this day, let's just say this. If you find yourself in Cleveland,
Yeah.
and I wouldn't say go for any,
How much time should you put aside to see this?
the thing, we spent about 2.5 hours there,
Oh, that's not bad.
and that seemed like plenty.
yeah.
It's interactive. There's studios you can go in,
Yeah.
pretend to sing.
You left not wanting any more.
No, I saw everything. I
Yeah.
go back, and look into something, read stuff more deeply.
Right.
But there's a lot of artifacts
So
there.
you'd say more exciting than a Hard Rock Cafe.
Oh, way more exciting than the Hard
Okay.
Rock.
I'm going to go one
Yeah,
day.
and I got good coffee there. So if you get to Cleveland, or if you have a free day, go to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. You will not be disappointed.